In 2008, USDA funded a $4 million project to find out why there was such a rapid decline in the honeybee population. Dr. Keith Delaplane, professor and extension entomologist at UGA, was named as project director for the initiative, with UGA being one of 17 institutions coast to coast working on what was called colony collapse disorder.
The expectation of this grant was to address honeybee decline through research and then deliver answers to the beekeeping industry. Hopefully to narrow our puzzlement over the issues that are causing bee decline, understand them better, and deliver some kind of answer to the beekeeping industry.
Dr. Delaplane is a world-renowned expert in beekeeping, an industry that contributes more than $75 million to Georgia's economy each year. He admits he and his cohorts in the consortium discovered the problem is a very difficult one and describes bee decline as a web of very complex issues.
We have shrunk that web. It's not as complex as it was in 2008. We think we understand the most important issues a lot better. And broadly speaking, varroa mite, which is a parasite we've had in this country since 1988, it is, in my opinion, the very top of the list. Add to that agricultural pesticides, the pesticides that bees encounter as they forage. We can add also to that mix pesticides that beekeepers put inside hives intentionally and legally to control some of these diseases and parasites. We're learning that sometimes they interact in a harmful way, especially when they contact agricultural pesticides from outside of the hive.
On top of that, we have some honeybee viruses that have gained in importance. So it seems to be some combination of these three factors that are at the top of the list. Dr. Delaplane says the true solution is not as much a product-driven solution as it is a knowledge-driven solution.
Let me try to clarify that a bit. We know that if we have honeybees that are genetically resistant to diseases and parasites, that this would help their colonies be healthier, help their colonies withstand some of these diseases and parasites. And part of our team has been working on breeding for honeybees that are resistant to these parasites. This is a part of the answer. Another part of the answer is improving our pesticide label laws so that pesticides in agriculture are applied in a way that is less damaging to honeybees.
He admits some of these changes can be relatively simple to do.
For example, if you can spray your crop at dusk or in the evening or at night, very often the active ingredient will control the pest in those hours of darkness and then degrade to non-damaging levels by morning when the bees start foraging. So a very simple change in timing a pesticide application can have tremendous benefit to the pollinators. So we have bee genetics, we have pesticide application changes in our practices, and then thirdly, I think a little more out there, kind of a little more speculative but yet exciting at the same time, are some new remedial products targeting honeybee viruses.